Hey guys, welcome to another Gwent deck. This time we're going to be looking at a Dwarves deck for Scoia'tael. With 8.3, Dwarves received a brand new card in Brouver Hoog. This bad boy, thick boy right here. This guy is a very good introduction for Dwarves, simply because of the amount of value this guy provides in a long round. Deploy. Gain 1 armor for every dwarf in your hand. Barricade at the end of your turn. Boost all dwarves with armor on this row by 1. So, this guy does two things. First of all, he gives you a payoff for all that armor that you have on your dwarves that you get from Mahakam Forge. And secondly, he gives you a very long round plan. Typically, what Dwarves does is point slam with cards like Mahakam Guards, Barclay Elves, Dennis Cranmer, so on and so forth. There were very few cards that benefited off the armor, one of them being Yarpen Zigrin, which we are running. This was one of the only cards I think in Dwarves before this patch that actually benefited of armor, right? Now because the new Hoog exists, every dwarf benefits of armor. So we're also running the new buffed Dwarven Chariot. Well, not buffed, let's say it's a reworked chariot. So it does the same deploys, it gives you a rowdy dwarf, but instead of the bonded effect, it now has an order: give an allied unit 1 armor, cooldown 1. So this card works really well with Brouver Hoog because if, let's say, your opponent pings armor off one of your dwarves, you can simply reapply it with the Dwarven Chariot. Another cool thing is that you can reapply armor to Yarpen Zigrin every turn, and this gives you a 1-point engine basically with these two cards. I think that is a pretty cool interaction that can win you some rounds, I think really effectively. Other than that, we're pretty much running some of the very obvious dwarf cards. We're running Mahakam Guards, we're running Miners. Obviously, the Pyrotechnicians are very good. Proactive plays. Justice is still great in dwarfs. Oniromance for consistency. Karate Heatwave for a bit of control. And of course, the 2 resilience cards in Boar. And of course, Zoltan Chivet. We're also running Zoltan's Company, which by the way, does actually benefit Brouver Hoog a lot. If you control Zoltan, give 1 armor to all dwarves on that row. So we're running only 1 Zoltan card, but it can come in clutch. In one of the games you're going to see, it actually does give us extra value with Brouver Hoog because we had Zoltan on the board already, and I played this, it gave armor to all the dwarves in a row, and Brouver just boosted them all. Now, some of the weakness of this deck that I've noticed, I think it does lack control. Karate Heatwave is not enough in my opinion with Yarpen. So there is definitely a suggestion here where you can try to play this alternate version, which I made after playing the 3 games that you're going to see in this video. The first one is I added Geralt Erden for controlling a mirror dwarf because dwarves tend to row stack and I get a lot of value that way, and also against assimilate monsters, a lot of monsters boosts, just a very good tech option. This deck I removed Yarpen in both the chariots because I didn't think they were given. I don't necessarily think they give you enough value to really justify them. Yarpen does come in handy, don't get me wrong, that 3 value can really help, but I've replaced it with 2 Dwarven Skirmishers, and I've added in 2 Rebukes, and I removed 1 Miner, and also Company's been removed. So I think this deck potentially is a good alternative for this. So in the video, you're going to see the first deck that I showcase, but I will provide the link for both these decks in the description, so you can try both of them, and let me know which one you prefer. So, without further ado, let's just head on to the games that I played today. Okay, our first game of Brouver's Dwarves. We're going against Bloodsend Vampires. Ooh.
You crossed the wrong sorcerer.
That is scary because a lot of his damage is bleeding, and the armor doesn't help against that. Okay, good draws. Good draws here. I don't think we need you. Get rid of you. Oh, perfect. Okay, I think I like these draws. I think we'll get a 1 guard. Or we can keep both guards. We'll keep this hand. We'll keep this hand. So, first play, probably be Xavier. Parasite doesn't kill this, so it's good. Start the engine to tick. Threats we have to worry about. We have Unseen Elder, Dettlaff, of course Oriana. Now Oriana, we do have Polly. We have 1 answer to probably for Dettlaff. Necrat, okay. So the problem in this is that Dwarves suck at running any form of control. I mean, I guess I could Yarpen this. Which is a commitment, obviously. But... And he obviously definitely has another one, so it really sucks to use that there. But... answering that is still important. And El Conqueror, he's playing Devotion. That's good to know. So no Heat Waves, no Igni, no Burden. His only tall removal would be... ooh, step on. Yeah, his only tall removal would be Amulet's Rat. So that's not terrible. So we'll play a little slow here. Play this out. Extra opponent. Don't disconnect on me, please. Trying to record a game. Humans above, beasts below. I love that line from the miner. Okay, that Riders. He doesn't have, he does have Devotion. I'm stupid. Not Devotion, Dominance. So he gets his stunning out. I don't want to commit this just yet. We'll do this. Give the points to him. He could run Purifies. He doesn't have a Vampire yet, so he can't Purify just yet. So we'll play Zoltan out. And, so, Vampires do well in a long round. They get a lot of value from their bleeds, and then those bleeds turn into Vitality for the Garcane, not Garcane, the Fletter. Of course, Oriana takes Unseen Elder, keeps ticking at the end of the turn. So there is a lot of value there, right? So we have to be careful about not allowing this player to have a long round. So I'm gonna Veil you now, so that you don't get bled. And then, wait, I don't want to commit my first turn here with just, it will play you out for 7 points.
We are quite far ahead, and we haven't committed,
you know, some good cards. So we'll see, we'll see. Protoflatter, okay. Just play this out now.
I think we can pass. We are getting... Okay, never mind, he passes.
So yeah, this is where the thing is. This is where the decision to make. Do I play a long round in round 3, or do I bleed him out? I think I want to bleed him out, and we can bleed him out using Brouver, because Brouver sucks in a short round, right? We don't need both. Okay, so we're gonna play Brouver. He doesn't have Heat Wave, so he can't remove it, which is really nice. So we'll go Neuromancy into Brouver.
Mahakam wasn't built in a day.
And then we'll play Dwarven Chariot. It's not a dwarf though, yeah. We'll play Zoltan's Company, because they all get armor because of the Zoltan, and then that gives us a massive amount of, gives us a lot of points per at the end of turn. 3 points a turn, which is really good. So he's gonna have to start to commit some stuff now. I'm not gonna allow him to leave this round without committing valuable tools. Alp first, okay. So we're gonna play out Zoltan's Company. They'll get armor, and boom. Wait. Okay, okay. And so I actually didn't know it worked like that. I only thought I gave armor to the tokens, not every dwarf. And then, oh, that's interesting. That's actually much better. That's really good. We'll play Dentist to buff this up. Just make sure it's not sitting in any uncomfortable removal range like Parasite. It's at effectively 9 strength, so it's very far from Parasite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dentist 9. So we'll play Poly. We have to save. We're going to save Poly for the movement tech. Naglfar's Taskmaster for the Veil Purify. Okay. We'll do this. It's a lot of points we're getting. We're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now here. can I pass here? Because I'm getting 5 points a turn. And if you subtract these 3, I'm effective in like 3 turns. It's 15 minus 3. It's 12. Karanthir into his first story. Deadlift. Okay. Am I worried about that? I don't think I'm worried about that, honestly. It's he doesn't get the blood moon effect. He only can damage these by 1. He can remove the armor, I guess, which is there. Okay, I think this is what I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna pass after this. The reason I did this is because I want to get more points. I want to make sure that the amount of value I'm getting at the end of each turn is too much for him to keep up with. If he commits his deadlift, I will heat wave it. Naglfar into... Okay. Crimson Curse sets it up for 5 turns. I'm just gonna pass now. There's the armored ping off that. I'm just gonna pass now. It's a safe pass here. But he's still getting so many points. Like, he's gonna use this to keep pinging armor off. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And if he wants to go, he has did 4 turns. So yeah. Just take the safe pass. Gale. Okay. It's not high tempo at all. Perfect. We're gonna get a card at least. I don't think we're gonna 2-0 him just because Oriana does exist with leader, but Oberon. Damn. This guy is giving us all. Can he make it? It's not looking great for him. He does have a death blow. No, that's not bleeding though, so he can't death blow that. He didn't. There's a Wild and Bruiser, so he's gonna move one of the armor dwarfs. There you go. That. He finally does it. Jesus. He had that this entire time. I didn't use it. What? We just won.
Rena, my Rena.
Why did you not eat? Okay. I'm confused. Our opponent had the Bruiser and decided not to commit it until. Alright, there you go. That's some really strong plays. A very, very weird play from our opponent. Yeah, very strange what he did there. But anyway, that's a good first game. Let's find another game, guys, and I'll see you then. Okay, after that very strange game 1, let's move on to game 2. This time we're going up against Syndicate Crimes. Yeah, this thing has been blowing up recently.
There'll be nothing to pick up
with
when
new
I'm
cleaver
done with
and
you.
tunnel drill. That is definitely scary. I am honestly thinking of introducing like a couple of rebukes in this deck. Maybe remove the chariot. Honestly, if I had to make an edit, I probably would remove both the Dwarven Chariots and just put in 2 rebukes. I think it would make the deck much better. So remove one of you, remove you, and remove you. Cool. Nice hand, nice hand. So, I think we're not going to commit into Brouver in round 1. So we're going to start off with the Pyrotechnician. It's a very safe play. I'm assuming, so he has Gourd, so we want Lasse. The threats he has Gourd, Cleaver, Tunnel Drill, right? He has 3 crimes in hand, good to know. There's no reason to click this just yet. Probably play this out. I wish this was a dwarf. It'd be really nice if this was a dwarf, because they get more value for Mahakam Guard and Barclay. But that's okay. So we know he has 3 crimes. If I had to make a prediction, it's probably bloody good fun. Oh, Sir Skewer Tooth. I can't heat wave that if I need to. And I'm just gonna do this instead.
And here's one a good look at my axe.
Perfect. That was he's reading the card. Yes, buddy, it gives 1 armor. It's very effective with this. But honestly, I think that this card is not worth what it is. Okay, he's playing Bloody Good Fun. Up to my Yarpen. Makes sense. So we'll give you armor. And that starts taking that engine up. Probably do this as well, just so he doesn't kill another Bloody Good Fun, and we'll play you out.
Never ever whistle in a mine.
So the reason for this is maybe a one-off with Yarpen is good, because obviously you get a pointer turn. But I think just having control is very important in this current deck situation that I'm seeing. That's the second one, by the way, so I expect his last one to be another control crime. So we'll play our first carry over out. We'll play it right here. Then we can play guard out for the more. Okay, he's playing 1 charge for coin. That's 2. So his play runs to 8. So he kills my Yarpen. I don't think he had to use 2. Oh, he takes Philippa. Ooh. Takes my Zoltan away. Okay.
You'll suffer the consequences of your foolishness.
Should have thought about that. Definitely. I don't think it's worth heat waving that actually. So we're gonna let him have it. We're gonna let him have it. We can obviously Onera into our Gabor for another carryover. A card, and that will be more points than his, so he will have to play if we decide to dry pass. Though, yeah, we will definitely dry pass. I think that's his last crime. Finally decides to answer that. I don't know why they're taking so long to answer. You know what? Let's just play Gabor out. He has no more crimes left. He could play Vivaldi Bank, or he could play Furco into a crime. He's played both paydays, 1 Bloody Good Fun. He's spending another coin. He just spent most of his charges into Tunnel Drill. That's not how it works. That is not a Crown Splitter, my guy. That is a Dwarf. I think it's safe to say we can just take the safe pass here. It was a really bad play by him. That is not a Crown Splitter, my guy. Oof, it's gotta suck. He just spent 5 charges for... Yeah, I'm just gonna take the pass there. So I'm expecting him to remove Gabor. But that's okay, he goes a card down, he loses his Tunnel Drill. Oh, never mind, we want an even. Never mind. Never mind. I will take that, and we're gonna push him. So we can play Onera into Brouver. We'll mulligan that. Xavier is great. Oof. This is a hand and a half, dude. So we don't have a Zoltan on the board, so this is not that great. So we'll bring a review. So because we this is a long run card, I should technically take a pass here, but I do want to push. I want to get his cleaver out of him. That's why cleaver is a lot of points. Very scary card. So what we'll do is we'll play Figus, and then Figus will go, into Brewer. Brewer will get 2 armor, which is he passes. Wow. Okay. That was a very short second game. He played that very poorly. I don't think he realized that Zoltan is on a Crown Splitter for some reason. Anyway, that's a very short second game. Let's get another one in there for the video.
So game number 3, we've had some pretty weird 2 games so far. So yeah, definitely thinking about the deck. I do think that the deck
could replace the Dwarven Chariots for Rebukes, just to have some nice control options. We're going against the Mirror. This is very interesting. The Mirror is really nice to end it off with. So obviously Brewer is a long round card. Both of us are going to have powerful carryover options, obviously. So we can mulligan this because we have Justice. We don't have Yarpen, so I don't think this is very good. I think we'll get rid of this though. Okay, 2 minors. So we're going second, so that at least it's gonna alleviate the pressure of us. Council, okay. This is a... Wait, is this a... Is this an a glaze deck? Could be. I could move it. It still gets the hand buff though. So I think we're just gonna wait right now. We'll start slow with a minor. So this doesn't look to be a straightforward mirror. This looks like potentially a glaze deck, like a hand buff deck. Maybe in a Sheldon Skaggs deck. There is Gabor though, which I can heat wave if I so wish. So I think we're just gonna tempo ahead of him, honestly. Do I need to use this on anything particular? Probably not, so we're just gonna use this on this. Hi ho, yes. Fov? No, I say this is a Skaggs deck. Okay. So I'm definitely going to. Can't stop this because I don't have any control. Again, as I said, this deck needs. I think it definitely needs rebuke. Council, right? Yeah. So that's the second minor we played out. He's played. So his Sheldon Skaggs is right now at 8 minimum. If assuming Dunka at least got 1 or 2 buffs. Okay, he's at 10 now, so Skaggs is moving for 4. Can go into my 1, 2, 3. This is it. So let's go to 8. And then we can play a guard out for a solid 11 points. Skaggs is at minimum 10, dealing 4. This guy's definitely... Okay, there's a Mahakam Defender. Don't really worry about it too much, honestly. I think I'll just take the Heat Wave. Not yet. We'll play this out first. If you can win on even, the carryover doesn't really matter because we're going to bleed the Skaggs out of him. Or at least try to, right? That's the Dwarven Chariot. It's gonna put it for 8. It's about 37. There's his TA. Let's just give him the lead. We're gonna do this now. I wish this card you could just target the row. So if I played him on range and I target the row, that one gets boosted, you know? I probably played Poly and move this now, I guess, because I don't think I have to worry about movement engines in a Scoia'tael deck. I'm not expecting him to run the Dolbatana Sentries, I think, and I'm not worried about that, so he's taking his time. Well, there's a minor, so I think I'm just going to commit Poly here, just so that if he needs to get ahead. Is he considering? Okay, he did. Okay, he actually gave me space, which is nice. I can put this place for 6, so this takes me ahead. So yeah, as I said, guys, I think if you guys do want to try this deck out, I definitely would recommend maybe trying out a Rebuke or 2 in for this card. This card does work well with the Yarpen and obviously Brouver Hoog. So maybe you can just run a 1 Rebuke, you know. I could even see removing potentially one of the carryover cards and putting in Milane.
Yes, one.
Removing one of the carryover cards, like maybe Zoltan, and running a Forge Protector just for that second Rebuke. No, buddy, we are not going to allow you to win this round so easily. So, I'm just gonna play you. This is 8 points. I'm gonna play you here. This puts us comfortably ahead. One of his cards is Sheldon Skaggs, for sure, right? Wait, did I miscount one of the boosts right away? Heat Wave into a guard. So I can Oniro into Zoltan for 8 points. That's unfortunate. So if he whatever I play, he's gonna pass, right? Which means he gets 2 passive points. It's to 51, so I need a 52, so I need 53, I need 13 points. 6 plus, yeah, that's enough. Okay, so we'll play out Zoltan. Just put you right there. Just make it annoying for him. If it is Sheldon Skaggs as last card. He's gonna pass now, for sure. There's no way he plays. He does not want to commit that last card. There you go. So we just do this, and I don't know. I want to move this ranged for some reason. No, Xavier is melee. Okay, so we do win round 1. Carryover, right? Unfortunately, armor gets removed for resilience, which kind of sucks because I could have used this as a very good way to like force him to damage it, you know. Expecting that card to be Sheldon Skaggs right there. Alright, we don't need you. Sheldon's not. Figus is nice. We're looking for these 4. These 4. So we'll get rid of you. I think we'll just take the pass. We want a long round with Brouver. Get as many dwarves in our hands as possible. So I want to draw into Barclay. Fortunately, Gabor's. So Gabor's gonna go range row. So I guess I play Brouver range then. That's his second Mahakam defender. This thing got buffed, never mind. So no, he didn't buff Sheldon Skaggs, did he? Because these things start at 4, right? Is that 7? Assuming it received only 1 Dunka buff, which I highly doubt. I assumed he got the agitator game at 1. And, okay, so yeah, I think he doesn't have Sheldon in his hand, as high as I expected Sheldon to be. Move this. Oh, that's no. Come on. Give me Xavier at least. Ugh. That is not great. Call into his own Xavier, and I cannot stop that. Unless I Onero into Yarpen right now. You know what? No, we're gonna do this. We need this to start ticking. It's very important this starts ticking. He can't kill it because he doesn't have Heat Wave, and if he does use Sheldon Skaggs with 4 damage, I can simply put Leader on it. He's got his own Brouver. Uh-oh. So I think I'm gonna Yarpen. Yeah, I'm just gonna Yarpen. I need to remove the armor from that. And then we'll commit our Leader onto our own Yarpen. So he commits his Leader onto his Brouver then. Right? To reactivate his Brouver essentially. I'm gonna play Figus next, and then we'll go into Dwarven Chariot. I think, this is not looking very good for us, honestly. Very interesting deck he's running. It's kind of like a hand buff dwarf mixture. There's Leader Charge onto his Brouver Hoog. So play Figus out, make sure we get as many points. And then we play Dwarven Chariot, and then we can use that onto Yarpen to get some points as well. And then play Guard, and then finally Barclay. I don't think we're going to win this though, unfortunately. I'm trying to think where could I've played this better. I think, again, I think the biggest weakness of this, the biggest reason why we're losing this is because we had a lack of control, right? Like, he just was able to have a Dunka just go all out. Just go all out on the Dunka. I should play Yarpen on this side, shouldn't I? Oh, that's so stupid of me. Yeah, we are way too far behind. This is really bad for us. Yeah, unfortunately it's a loss. I'm gonna expect Sheldon to be the end. Zoltan, okay. So first of all, positioning mistakes. Yarpen should have been here. That way, when I gave it armor, it would get buffed by Brouver first and then consume its own armor. Yeah, we just got out-tempoed so hard. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna bring me to the end of this video. Few suggestions, as I said. 3rd time I'm saying this. I think this deck needs more control options for it to be better. We're never gonna get a rank 7, are we? By the way, guys, I have hit pro rank. Just please don't judge me so harshly. But as I said, this deck could use some control. I would expect to remove the Dwarven Chariots for rebukes. Potentially even on an Erden. I think an Erden, Geralt Erden would be really good at this deck. I think so. I think Geralt Erden would help you, combat assimilate decks, combat, a deck I did like it's good against the mirror as well because Dwarves will tend to row stack because of Brouver and Mahakam Guards and Barclay Elves. I think Erden would definitely be one of the best options there. Yarp. So this is final things to say. Remove both the chariots, the Dwarven chariots. Remove Yarpen, put in 2 rebukes, and put in a Erden, and to see how you can distribute provisions that way. I think that would be the best way to play this deck. Just because of the biggest weaknesses being control. However, the deck plays pretty well. It's got a long round. It's got a very good long round with Brouver Hoog. It's got very good carryover with Zoltan and Gabor. Figus is, obviously a great defender. Xavier is a nice engine. Barclay and the 2 guards play for insane points. So yeah, I think this deck is a lot of fun. So definitely give it a try yourself, guys, and let me know if the alternative that I suggested actually works out. Because I do think that would play much better than this version. But that's going to bring us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.